So you talked about like emails and phone calls. Like, yeah, these are private channels that can be ignored. It needs to be like there needs to be a public, continuous feedback loop. That's at least the first step. There's more after that, but so like this is one of the things that I'm gonna do when I'm elected. I'm going to get a seed fund to build hire tech from whatever to effectively build a public platform, open source, where constituents in my district can log on, verify their residency, and they can talk about local politics and be anonymous, do whatever. But the main feature is that every time I vote on a piece of legislation, they'll be able to approve or disapprove of my vote on that piece of legislation. So they'll be able to see the legislation, some education about it, kind of a plain English translation of it, why I voted the way I voted, and then I will have a public scorecard of how representative I am of my district, right?
That's so
And it,
cool, man.
and it's not just the legislation; it's other things that I do too, like other
Yeah.
actions that I take in the world and in the country can be put on there too, up for approval or disapproval. And like I said, it's open source. I'll be the guinea pig, but once we've worked out the kinks, this can be applied to every single elected representative in the country without their consent.
So I agree. I agree 100%. And I've thought of the same thing.
Nice. I
Almost
love it.
exactly the same thing.
And this can also be used to introduce proxy voting into the world
Yeah.
as well.
Oh
And
yeah. That's
that
what I'm
can lead
saying.
to liquid democracy. And then
Exactly.
once we have liquid democracy, then when the people have control over the legislative branch, as representatives are replaced with representatives who just say, I'm just going to do whatever the people say, rather than actually taking hard stances. If that's the way that people think, who knows? Human psychology is weird.